I will burn this fitness community to the ground before I spend another minute watching one of these shitty influencers peddle bullshit. Jeff. Well, we were talking about Jeff again, except this time it's about his apology. And guess what? From last time, it only gets worse. And honestly, I fell for it. I fell for Jeff's fake apology to everyone. I'm sure most people did as well. It makes Jeff seem innocent. He wasn't involved, surely. He's just naive. No, he knew. He knew exactly what Greg and Hussein were planning from the start. Credit to Scott Herman, one of the goats and OGs of fitness, for talking with Greg Doucette and starting to peel back the layers.
And this is what Greg had to say about the apology that Jeff wrote. Now remember, Jeff wrote this apology because Greg posted this comment on my video a couple days ago that Hussein was actually going to come clean. And so Jeff wanted to try to get ahead of this whole situation. But before Jeff wrote his apology on his Instagram, this is what Greg said to my friend. He said, Jeff wrote me the morning of his post, the apology, and asked me if it was true because he had to put his reputation on the line, and if Hussein was not natural, that he had to redact his videos. So I told him, don't redact anything, and that we're posting a video tomorrow that 50% of the people, as soon as they watch a video and know that it's a joke. Basically saying, and you guys all saw the video that Hussein posted, where they were basically just gaslighting us even harder. He said Jeff then decided to post the comment anyways because he likely, in my opinion, didn't like all the hate that he was getting. And Jeff is getting a lot of hate, and rightfully so.
Greg Doucette confirms that he told Jeff what they were planning. Jeff Nippard knew that Hussein and Greg were pulling a publicity stunt on everyone. Instead of waiting for the fallout, Jeff tries to get ahead of it by sending out an apology. You might ask why he did this. Could it have been he felt bad for deceiving people? Or he wanted to get ahead of it? No, it's none of these. He wanted to play the victim. Let's go with the most obvious follow up. Again, why would Jeff do this? It's simple. He gets away scot free and people feel bad for him. Poor Jeff. Those bad guys, Hussein Farhat and Greg Doucette, they tricked him. They pulled the wool over his eyes and he didn't know anything. He is completely innocent. The change in publicity in just a day was insane if you looked at the comments. It's almost a way to invalidate any wrongdoing from the past two videos that Jeff has put out. Not only is this extremely harmful to the fitness community, it should be harmful to you, the viewer. If you watched his recent videos, there was a negative sentiment towards them. That's because Jeff pushes these obvious fake natties on impressionable viewers. By him apologizing ahead of time, it kills a lot of the controversy around him. People feel like he made a mistake. Jeff's next post is a complete move on. He talks about the scientific way to sleep. He doesn't address anything. I would say this is a great move if he wasn't even involved in this controversy in the first place. But he was, and he is. This is not something he can ignore. After he was the reason Hussein, Farhat, and Greg Doucette were in the fitness limelight. This wasn't contrition, it was control. Jeff didn't apologize to be accountable. He apologized to seize the narrative before anyone else could define it. He counted on you to confuse, I'm sorry, with I'm innocent. That's the trick. Move first, look humble, and let the audience do the absolving for you. The timing gives it away. An apology before the peak backlash isn't courage, it's crisis management. It blunts outrage, rewrites intent, and rebrands deception as a misunderstanding. He uses viewers as a shield. By portraying himself as the one who got duped, he turned your empathy into cover. Your goodwill became his PR asset. And yes, that does help him skate past the last two videos. The apology reframes them as harmless missteps instead of what they were, deliberate choices that misled people and promoted a fantasy. That hurts the community. It feeds the fake natty pipeline. It tells beginners lies about what's possible and what's not, and it normalizes manipulation as just another content strategy. If he cared about the truth, he'd show the receipts. Full timeline. Who said what? When they said it. No cuts, no selective screenshots, no hedging. Until then, treat this like it is. It's just optics. Because that's exactly how it behaves. Accountability is action, not a caption. Pull the videos, correct the record on every platform where the claims spread. Disclose incentives in relationships. Anything less is reputation laundering. Don't reward the move. Stop feeding the funnel. Pause the clicks, mute the channel, and demand evidence before you give another minute of attention. If real proof lands that clears him, I'll say it plainly. But until then, stop pretending a preemptive apology is growth. It's a tactic, and he's running it on you. Hey guys, I'm really sorry for the interruption. If you'd like to see me dissect some of Jeff Nippard's other videos, I'd love to bring more light onto this carnival that is the fitness industry. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me out and it helps me to know that you guys are watching and you guys are actually enjoying the content that I'm putting out. What's also disingenuous is he still covers for Hussein Farhat. He says, and I quote, "I still think Hussein's physique is achievable naturally, even if he isn't. But no worries, I'll still hold my L." Why even say this? Are you apologizing for hosting someone who was shady? Or are you trying to say that you were always in the right? He then reiterates, apart from that, all the science I presented in this video about what's achievable naturally still stands. Jeff, stop flip-flopping. He wants you to think when it comes to looking at people, he has an IQ of 50. But when he's dissecting a study or putting something together, he has an IQ of over 150. You don't get to claim the naive little boy in the same statement that you claim your science is sound and there is no way you are wrong. This is not somebody ashamed of their actions, it's someone scared of fallout and desperate to not lose his viewers, his cash cows. Now, mind you, he doesn't say sorry once. There is no, "my apologies to my viewers who I misled," none of that. He doubles down on him being smart and he thinks Hussein is natural. Come on, man. You cannot expect people to believe this, right? It's fake. It's performative to try to mass appease people while minimizing flack on yourself. If you cared about the truth, the videos would be corrected or pulled. The criteria would be published up front. And the natty standards applied without exceptions, friends are favorites. Until then, it's optics all the way down. So the next question is obviously, why didn't he take the video down? Because removal is an admission. When he pulls the video, it reads that he was wrong and he knows it. Leaving it up with a soft context post lets him posture as thoughtful and not guilty. He keeps the authority aura while dodging the clean confession. If this were about fixing the record, the correction would be impossible to miss. On-screen callouts at the relevant timestamps, a new intro retracting his claim, and a visible audit trail of what changed and why. Instead, we get a pinned note that soothes, not a correction that costs. A community post is deniability theater. It lets him say that he addressed it, while knowing the vast majority of traffic to that video will not encounter the post. It's a pressure release valve for critics, not a fix for the people actually consuming his content. It wasn't even on the video. It was a community tab post. That's what you have to remember. That and an Instagram caption. How many random viewers are camped out in the community tab? New viewers come in through the search and suggested. They click the video, not your channel's bulletin board. They will never see a side door disclaimer unless you force it into the video itself. This is crazy. Jeff just keeps getting worse and worse. Now, you might hate me for calling him out, but it's true. Open your eyes. Look at what he's done. Why is he peddling it? It makes no sense. I'm going to keep calling him out. If you're interested, please like and subscribe. I'll be here to call him out and anyone else in the fitness community who thinks they can just scam people and get away with it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me to know that you guys are watching and you guys are actually enjoying the content. I really do enjoy dissecting all of this and explaining it. Stay skeptical and have a great day.